Hey, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines, where I did a video a little while ago talking about how the flag of any country is a symbol of many things, its heritage, its intent to continue to be as good as it possibly can be. And there are many flags which are very famous that have a great heritage, and the Union Jack is one. Because I'm a Brit, I would know that. Don't know how it's composed and made up of different flags apparently. I'm ignorant on that. Never been a great one for standing up when playing the Queen, or sitting down, or doing anything else. If anything, I do what I do at these places when everybody is standing there. Why would I make a point, is my point, why would I make a point of insulting everybody else? So if you like, I go along, I wimp out and I go along, and I respect other people's wishes. So my point on the video that I made was about the flags of the UK and of America. Now, in America, they're having these stars of various games are making points by kneeling as opposed to standing during the playing of the national anthem. This is one step beyond the violent crowd, the riot type situations where the Old Glory, as the American flag is called, is trampled underfoot or set on fire or torn or just generally destroyed. So now what we're having is one particular star, one particular NBA player. Now, bearing in mind that I don't have any loyalty to any team, because I'm really not interested. I have no interest in spectator sports other than gymnastics or boxing or stuff like that. But as far as football and baseball and basketball, it just doesn't interest me. But I respect other people's beliefs. I respect other people's interest in any game. Now, I was going to read to you, and now I've lost it. But I got it now. Let me see if I can find it. In essence, there's a man called LeBron. Now you'll be shocked at my ignorance when I say there's a man called LeBron. I think his name is James. LeBron means nothing to me. But he apparently has sent a letter by hand with his lawyer to the NBA saying, in essence, dump the anthem or I'll quit. Just imagining, I'm trying to get my head around anyone thinking so much of themselves that they would think that their leaving a sport would be a killer blow. Let me see, a sport such as basketball is held in place by the beliefs, the passions, the interest of possibly millions of people. I'm showing my ignorance again by saying millions when perhaps it's just hundreds of thousands, but I think it's much more. And here's one man, and just to give you an idea, this is the gentleman, and that apparently is a typical pose for him. Looks like a thinker to me. But anyway, it says, this past Tuesday, the NBA's LeBron James, I thought it was James LeBron, silly Billy, created quite a scene and angered millions, oh it is millions, when he angrily walked off the court during the playing of our national anthem. This was his protest, it seems, the next stage of disrespect that began with kneeling in the NFL. That I did know a little bit about because I saw that various players were kneeling instead of standing. So anyway, so it says now he's stepping it up even more. Yesterday, James Barron Esquire, that's important to get that in. What have I done? I got the clumsiest fingers. Where is it? Anyway, he got his, I'm a little bit in doubt as to whether this letter that has been attributed to Mr. LeBron it does actually give a copy of this. I'm a little bit surprised at the tone of it, even for Mr. LeBron, who shows that he has one huge ego, it seems to me. But anyway, he believes, no, I'm not going to read that letter, you have to, because it just seems to be too outrageous. What he is saying is that he is so important to the sport that if he leaves, it will be a killing blow. And all of the other players, inconsequential players like Michael Jordan and another losers like that, yeah, right. Even I know that Michael Jordan was one hell of a player. But Mr. LeBron thinks that he will, as I say, give a killing blow to this sport, which is a national passion to the American people. And the way that he's doing it is by leveling his power, such as it is, and even that may be just an opinion, that he's going to leave the sport. I thought that the best advice that I saw came from a friend of mine, Alvin. He said, let him go. I believe in keeping it short too. Personally, I say, goodbye, Mr. LeBron. Enjoy your retirement. And what else can you say? If people elect themselves as being such a power in the destruction of any sport, then they should be found out very quickly, is my own feeling. People who make destructive moves, and I think that is, in my humble opinion, that is a destructive move. If you really think that you're doing any one particular thing would be a killing blow to a sport enjoyed by millions, yes, I'd have to personally, I'd have to question your sanity as well as question your ethics. So, for my money, and I am merely a naturalized American, I came from the UK, and America gave me a different citizenship, and for many years they gave me a home. I believe that the American people are deserving of better judgment than this. That's just my opinion. So it will be interesting to see whether anybody gives a toss about this particular kind of blackmail from this man, whether it's true or false that he has gone to such an extent in trying to get rid of something like the national anthem and the flag. As one of the subscribers who made a comment on this particular post said, the man is obviously very ill-informed. A lot of people died upholding that flag and what it means, like I said before. And if only for them, they should be respected. If you doubt how many gave their lives, there's a wall that you can go and look at, which is there to commemorate those who gave their lives. And people feel so passionately about that that they go down, and there's a step ladder there that you can get up and you can touch the name of your loved one who gave his life. So, goodbye Mr. LeBron, I hope, and we put this to rights very, very quickly. Bye for now.